This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. 2019 has been a trying year for the Bahamas, with many highs and just as many lows, from the passage of Hurricane Dorian over the northern Bahamas to the summer of heat as Bahamians suffered with Bahamas Power and Light's load shedding, to the acquittal of 2 former Progressive Liberal Party's members who were charged with bribery. Our JCN reporter Laurencia Smith takes a look back at those stories.
Hurricane Dorian was recorded as the worst natural disaster in the country's history. The Category 5 hurricane packed winds of 185 miles per hour, leaving thousands of lives disrupted. More than 50 deaths were recorded and many remain missing. Hurricane Dorian lived up to its name, meaning child of the sea. The eye of Hurricane Dorian made its landfall on September 1st, ravishing Abaco, destroying major infrastructure, electricity, water, and telecommunications on parts of the island. The hurricane then tripped to Grand Bahama, causing island-wide power outages, bringing storm surges of 20 to 25 feet. Now, months after the passage of Hurricane Dorian, many Bahamians are still trying to rebuild their lives. The summer months in the Bahamas has been disrupted with load shedding. From the Bahamas Power and Light Corporation, the load shedding has been described as one of the worst in recent years. In April, Chairman of the Bahamas Power and Light, Devon Moxie, promised no load shedding. That statement did not hold up true, as load shedding started, lasting 2 to 3 hours at a time. Many Bahamians used social media to express their frustration, and business owners reported loss of appliances due to the frequent power outages. The power giant issued multiple reports of fires at the Clifton Pier power plant. 2 of the biggest cases of the year were the acquittals of former Progressive Liberal Party Senator Frank Smith and former Cabinet Minister Shane Gibson. Both men were accused of bribery while in government. Mr. Smith faced 15 criminal charges, but was acquitted due to inconsistency and discrepancies with the case. Found Mr. Gibson not guilty of all 15 counts of bribery. A 9-member jury, soon the highest office in the land and the home of the Governor General, was violated in April when Petty Officer Philippa Paul was shot and killed on property by a reported subordinate. Many Bahamians questioned the security level at Government House. The Minister of National Security soon assembled a commission to review the events of the incidents. Results are still pending. Junior doctors in New Providence and Grand Bahama withdraw their services from the Princess Margaret and Rand Memorial Hospitals. Minister of Health Dwayne Sands called it an emergency situation. The doctors demonstrated outside of the Princess Margaret Hospital in requesting compensation for years of holiday pay and waiting renewals of contracts and housing for interns. The junior doctors were awarded a lump sum payment by the government, while many today say they are still waiting for payment.
In crime news, 2 women are in hospital listed in serious condition following a late-night shooting, and 2 men are in police custody assisting with their investigations into that shooting incident. The incident happened outside a home in Kennedy Subdivision. It was shortly after 11 p.m., according to police reports, that the women were outside a home on Gilbert Street when they were approached by a male known to them who shot them before leaving the area. The injured women were taken to hospital. Police took a 24-year-old and a 25-year-old, both of Rumor Street, Fox Hill, into custody following the shooting. Investigations are ongoing. Meantime, police searching for at least 4 men in connection with 3 armed robberies, all occurring in a matter of hours. In the first incident, shortly after 7 last night, a male had just exited an ATM at a bank on Madera Street when he was approached by 2 armed men who robbed him of his wallet, which contained cash and other personal items, before getting into a white Lexus Jeep and speeding away. In another incident, some 11 hours later, a male was walking on Bradley Street, Sunset Park, when he was approached by a man armed with a firearm who robbed him of cash and a Samsung cell phone before making good his escape on foot. At the same time, in a separate incident at 6 this morning, a female was standing on the bus stop on McKinney Drive and Bellot Road when she was approached by a male armed with a firearm who took her handbag, which had her cell phone and other personal items, before getting into a gray Nissan Cube and speeding away. Police say investigations into all of these incidents are ongoing. Our final stories are up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.